All right. Okay. All right. We coming down to the wire. We coming down to the wire. You know. All right. You saw the title. Bobby Brown versus Keith Sweat in a versus battle. And I had the opportunity to meet Keith Sweat. Me and my wife was on stage with him at the Howard Theater some years back. I want to say 2016. He came here, did a show called Couples Up on the Stage. We was the couple up there, and I had the video, but somehow it's lost in the timeline, and I'll be trying to retract it, but I got so much stuff in my feed, I can't find it. So, uh, so it is what it is. So, um, it was cool though. We walked on stage. He gave me that and grabbed my wife's hand and he said hello to her and she was on stuck like, wow, he holding my hand and it's really him. And he was like, I ain't gonna bite you, baby. You okay? Oh man, that was funny. And yeah, I had all that recorded. And I'm mad at myself that I let that get away. And but it was crazy. But yeah, and they was getting down that night. And he had a little dude that was like his hype man, and dude was getting busy. You know, a girl at work that I showed the video to, she was like, he got a girlfriend. I'm like, I don't know. He wasn't the star of the show. We watching Keith Sweat, but dude was getting busy. So, uh, yeah. So I tell people, uh, out of the new edition crew, Bob was like my favorite dude because I admired how he left the group. Didn't know he was put out the group, but I admired that. I thought he left the group to go and do his solo thing because he felt like the group was, holding him back. But as we saw in their bio story, that he was kicked out. So Bob became big by default. But we love New Edition, If you could sing one of them New Edition songs, yeah, you was getting some phone numbers. But I think who's really going to win tonight is going to be Teddy Riley because he produced Bob and Keith Sweat uh, like premiere albums. The first joint of Keith Sweat's and Every Little Step album, Teddy Riley, that's his baby right there. And that's who gonna win. Cause that's all Teddy Riley music and footprint and thumbprint on that music. So yeah, So I'm gonna give y'all a funny story. My man Tony Belly, I think I talked about this. His moms was the cool moms out of my little crew, and every Friday their family used to get together, play cards, and crank the music. Her boyfriend at the time, Mr. John, uh, she loved albums and records. So every Friday he was buying her new records and everything, and they'd be up there, throwing down. We love going up to his place, and that was up in 1000, right across the street from Potomac Gardens, and It was crazy. But we had some good times, back in the day, you know. Um, but I say that to say, uh, every his mom was wild too. She was like, "Y'all keep playing the New Edition record over and over. I want New Edition in my living room right now." So we was all hyped. We knew every song to all their records. So somehow I end up being Bobby Brown. So that's why I felt connected to Bob. So, you know, that was my dude. Then he married Whitney. Like, what? I love Whitney, So yeah. So Whitney was my wife too at the time, you know? Yeah. But I just thought I'd share that with y'all. But so I'm kinda in a everybody like, well, who you rocking with? I'm gonna say Keith Sweat because I met him personally. So that's gonna be me being biased. I haven't met Bob. I've been to his shows at the Capitol Center with New Edition and uh, BBD, and when they was in their own groups. Seen Bob Heads Estates up in Ocean City, no, Atlantic City. Him, Ralph, and Johnny Gill, who from DC. You know, um, who else? Then he did a show at the arena stage, and he stunk it up. But the real fans was still rocking with his tunes, so he solidified. If he can't sing no more in life, he solidified, and he could still come on that stage. And you know, he ain't even got to hit all the notes. The real hardcore fans, we still love Bob. And believe it or not, Bobby Brown is big in Germany. In Germany, they love Bob in Germany. I don't know what it is like over in, I want to say, Afghanistan. Uh, Lionel Richie, whatever goes on in Afghanistan as far as the fighting on Sunday, they play Lionel Richie all day. It's no more fighting. It's like truce. Nothing is going on. It's peace on Sunday, but they got to play Lionel Richie. That was fascinating to me for me to hear that. And I bet y'all didn't know that. So I hear the verses on upstairs. So I'm going to cut this short, but I'm going to make one more joint for the night. And that's your whole job for a minute. I already rapped off a lot that was on my mind for the last couple of weeks and days. And yeah, so we're gonna be watching for new content, and I just want to put my spin on it, and yeah, but yeah, man. And Keith Sweat sung every song sound like the record. So I appreciated that. Whereas though nowadays, you just gotta love Bob to accept what Bob is gonna give you, because his voice not the same like it used to be. Keith Sweat still sound like Keith Sweat, straight up. Still cool, look good for his age. Still, the ladies love Keith Sweat. You know, and the radio station today, they was saying who you got. And they kept calling Keith Sweat the beggar, king of the beggars. And then they had me rolling, talking about the music business never crowned. The music business never crowned Bob the king of R&B, but Whitney did. So who gonna argue with Whitney when she was the queen? So he was an honorary king. So yeah, that's what Whitney said, and that's what it's gonna be. And we're gonna end it like that. So I'm rocking with Keith, King Beggar. It is what it is, you know. Yeah.